Hi, welcome to Defcon Sports Show and welcome to our Defcon Rugby Show. A bit later than normal because so much Olympics. I don't even know if I'm coming or freaking going. But never mind, it's doing so much at the moment. It's absolutely bonkers. But listen here, it is the Defcon Rugby Show. And of course, on the Defcon Rugby Show, there is our email address at the bottom there. Don't forget that one, vicandvernsports@gmail.com. That's where you can get hold of us. And of course, always don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. And of course, what Defcon are we on today? Well, it's actually pretty cool out there. There's the games on the weekend were forgotten already. So unless you're English and you're suffering big time, never mind. I would say it's nice, easy Defcon 3 to, today. Get ready for the weekend. Nothing harsh, nothing painful around, forgotten about what happened on the weekend. So Defcon 3 for me at the moment. Let's check out quickly the topics for the day. Not many topics for the day. It's not much going on. 6 Nations, Super Rugby, and URC coming up on the channel today. Let's go check out those 6 Nations, and we can go check out those games that were played on week 2. Scotland beating England 31-20. That was a fantastic one. Ireland beating Italy 20-13. Good result there for Italy. Just a 7-point loss there. And of course, Wales getting hammered by France. This weekend it is England, Ireland live on this channel. So join us for that one. Wales, Scotland won't be on the channel. And of course, France against Italy will be on the channel. But we'll check out the lineups first. Let's go straight into it. Let's get those English and Irish lineups. There they are out there, and we'll discuss this one. Referee will be Andrea Piadri, Vic's favourite referee for that one, but it doesn't matter because it's England against Ireland. Let's get into the teams quickly and go quickly through them. We'll go quickly with, we'll start with the away team, Ireland first there. Ireland with a very strong pack there. Jeremy Longman, Dan Sheenan and Tag Furlong at the front 3 there for Ireland. Experience, good stuff. Joe McCarthy and James Ryan there for the locks. Tag Byrne, Josh van der Vlier and Caelan Doris for the loose forwards. Very strong loose forward. Paul McCormick's in that. Hi Byrne, go Ireland. I really don't care. Don't like any of them. But never mind. Then, of course, we've got Jameson Gibson Park comes back in for the scrum half position. Jack Crowley takes over from Sam Pendergast, who is not even in the team. Rightfully so. I thought he played really crap on the weekend. James Lowe there on the left wing. Stuart McCluskey on the inside centre. Gary Ringrose on the outside centre. Robert Bellacoon on the right wing. And Jamie Osborne there going in the fullback position. So it's a strong Irish team. I would only say if I would change one position, it would be Bandeaki back in the team, but that's just me. Let's go quickly over to the English. And we have the forwards there, our front 3, Ellis Gang, Lewis Cowan-Dickey, Luke Cowan-Dickey, and Jay Hayes. He's there are the front 3 for the English. Okay, doesn't scare anybody, but never mind. Then we have our 2 locks, Mario Toji and Ollie Chisholm, average in my eyes. Tom Curry, Ben Earl, and Henry Pollock gets that starting position there for the English. That's a decent back 3 there in the scrum. Tom Curry is good. Henry Pollock, yeah, he splits the ping. Yeah, he's okay, man. Never mind. We go into the scrum off. That is Alex Mitchell and George Ford on the fly off. Good pair in there. Those two are good. Then on the left wing, we have Henry Arundel there, the man who got the red card against the Scottish. I don't know how you can get rewarded for that. I would have taken him out because you can't. I don't know. But never mind. Then we have on the inside and outside centre, it's Fraser Dingwall and Ollie Lawrence there. And then we have Tommy Freeman, the brother of Django, at the right wing. And of course, Freddie Stewart is there at the fullback. On the bench, I mean, both benches, I've got some decent players in here. We've got Tommy O'Brien there. You got Finlay Bealham, Rowan Callaghan's there. You've got a lot of decent players there for Ireland. If you go into England, you've got Jamie George. It's not too bad. Sam Underhill, whatever. Jack van der Poelvloed. Marcus Smith, holy moly, man. I am going with an English win on this one just because I think they're playing at home. And it's going to be close though. I say it's going to be under 7 points. That's my prediction for this game. Dennis is in the house from Namibia Swakop. Vern fucking loves Henry Pollock, man. I fucking him and Marcus Smith and Owen Farrell, my top 3 plonkers on the planet, man. I don't know which way I would put them in. I might put Owen Farrell as number 1 plonker, Henry Pollock as number 2 plonker, and Old Marcus Smith is number 3 ponker. Daz is in the house. What's happened to Owens Farrell? I don't care as long as he's not in the team. The dumbass is gone. That's the most important. So let's get those two out of the way. Then, of course, we have that game, Wales against Scotland on, there we go, on Saturday afternoon, which we will not be doing because we're doing so much, guys. Like I said, I'm losing my freaking mind. We got the referee there will be Matthew Carley at the Principality Stadium there in Wales. And of course, okay, let's go through the Welsh team before we get into my prediction stuff for this. I don't know much about these Welsh players. Rhys Carr, Dewey Lake, Thomas Francis in the front row. The locks are Davy Jenkins and Ben Carter. The loose forwards are Tane Plumtree, Alex Mann and Aaron Wainwright. Scrum off Thomas Williams, he's okay. Sam Costello at 10, Josh Adams on the left wing, Joe Hawkins and Eddie James are in the centre positions. Gabriel Hammer Webb on the right wing. There's no hammer there, man. And Lewis Reese Zemet at fullback. He's supposed to think that I should have stayed in the NHL. But that is your lineup. Who's the ref for England? I said the ref for England, but I'll go back. It's Piadri, the Italian there. Piadri, Vic's favourite ref. He's reffing that one. Let's go quickly into the Scotland lineup there, and of course, we start off there with one of those Drakensberg Highland guys, Nathan Macbeth there, the Drakensberg Highlander, Dave Cherry and Xander Fagerson in the front row for the Scotland. We have Max Williamson, Scott Cummings there, the two locks, Greg O'Brien, Rory Darge and Matt Fagerson there for the loose forwards. That's a good combination. That is good. I mean, Rory Darge played fantastic last weekend against the English. So I'm going to sit on the couch and watch that one in peace and quiet. Then, of course, at scrum off, we have Ben White, who had a great game against the English. Finn Russell, who had a fantastic game against the English. Then back in at number 11, yes, another Drakensberg Highlander, Duan van der Merwe, is back out there from the cold, out of the rain, gets back into the team. Then we have the centre positions are Similo Tupioloto, the captain there, and Hugh Jones. Those are your centres. And then on the right wing, another Drakensberg Highlander, Carl Steyn. I'd say if they get another, they've got 4 Drakensberg Highlanders, you get another 6 world champions. That's all I'm saying. And at fullback, we've got Blair Kinghorn. Going to the substitutes, Darcy Graham's on there, Tom Jordan's, George Horn. They've got Grant Gilchrist is in there, Piers Kumar, another Drakensberg Highlander. They've got a decent substitute bench there, the Scots. But let's talk facts now. Come on, Wales is dog shit. We all know Wales is dog shit. It's not even being disrespectful, Wales. You're dog shit. That's just the way it is. But it is Scotland, and Scotland are going to only play well against the English. And can Wales get an upset here? I don't think so, not with that lineup of Scotland. But you never know, it might rain and then the Scottish can't play. I don't know why. It rains like 90% in that country. I don't know why when it rains the Scots can't play. But never mind, they couldn't do it against the Italians. So it's just the way it is. But we will see. I still think Scotland wins this one. I'm pretty confident. I say Scotland by 15 will win this game. But you never know with the Scots. That is just the way it is. Let's get into our last game of the Six Nations on the weekend, which will be live on this channel. It will be France against Italy. I'll be doing that one on Sunday. So let's get into that lineup quickly there. The French there. Jean-Baptiste Grand there at the loose head. Julien Marchand on the hooker and Dorian Allegri on the tight head. That's a decent French starting 3, I must say. Thibaut Flamand and Emmanuel Mafou are both in there at locks. Francois Grand, Oscar Gigoux and Anthony Geloch are the loose forwards. That's okay. I mean, not bad. Then we go on to the scrum off position. Antoine Dupont, he's okay. Nah, he's good. Antoine Dupont is mustard. The man I think has had a great Six Nations, Matthias Chalobert, he has had a fantastic Six Nations there for France. I think he's doing really well. Great to see him back there at the fly half position. Louis Belbari, the superstar on the left wing. And then we have Fabien Bouillet and Emilien Gaiton. Those are your centres. Theo Astikobe on the right wing. And Thomas Ramos, who's also had a decent Six Nations day for the French. He is on the fullback position. On the bench, Michael Garard, he's decent. Yeah, not too bad Frenchman there on the bench. But never mind. Let's go quickly into the Italians. Our forward row there is Danilo Fischetti, Giacomo Nicotera. He's played actually quite well there, Nicotera. And Simone Ferrari. A decent front row there. They've had good games this year at the Six Nations. We got the locks, Nicola Canone and Andare Sambonin. Decent as well. Loose forwards, Michele Lamaro, Manuel Zulani and Lorenzo Canoni. I mean, the Italians, I'll get into that after. Not too bad. Then we have Alessandro Fusco on the 9, Paolo Capizzi on the 10. Now, Capizzi's been really good there for Italy. Like that boy, he's mustard, man. On the left wing, my favorite player by the Italians, Monty Iwani. The centers are Leonardo Marin, played fantastic as well, and Tommaso Monocello, and this boy's mustard, man. He's starting to get my favorite Italian there. Monocello, absolutely mustard. Had a good game against the Irish as well. Luis Liner there at right wing, and Ange Cumpioso at fullback. That is your Italian team. So we all know Italy's France's bogey team. I think France has lost the most times against the smaller ones, against Italy. Italy's always got a bit of their number. And I was talking to one of my French friends at work. He's a bit worried. He says, you know, the French, you never know what's going to happen there. Are they just going to come out and play crap, which is possible, or are they going to play like superstars? And that is the question. Can France get that consistency down there the whole time? But we'll see on Sunday that match is. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, we do have some Super Rugby coming up. Super Rugby, there we go. That is it. We had 2 games this morning. Vic did both of those one. The Hurricanes absolutely hammered Moana Pacifica there, 52-10. And the Waratahs beat the Drua, 36-13. Highlanders Chiefs, that is tomorrow morning at 7:05. Vic's doing that one live, so join Vic for that one. Force against the Blues, that's at 9:30. I'm doing that one, so join me for that one. And on Sunday morning, Vic's doing the Crusaders Brumbies. That game should be an absolute screamer. Crusaders Brumbies. Woo-wee! Looking good, and that Highlanders Chiefs would be good as well. I think the Blues have got too much for the Force, but that's just me. So let's get that Super Rugby out of the way. And last but not least, we do have one URC game that is on Saturday at 1 o'clock. It is the Lions against the Sharks. Congratulations to JP Peterson getting that permanent head coach job there for the Sharks. But Lions against the Sharks, I think, could only be one winner, and that is the Lions, of course. Now, the Lions at home at Ellis Park, it's going to be a tough one for the Lions, especially now that all teams have arrested their players. So it's going to be an interesting battle there to see. I just think the Sharks will have too much. But the Sharks, you never know. That is the show for today, guys. Done and dusted. All done. Very quick, very sweet, short and sweet. Just like Vic. Amanda Jackson Brown's in the guy. Hi, Amanda. I'm off. Guys, don't forget to join us on Monday. It is our 2-year anniversary. We don't know if we're going to do an extra show or we're going to do it in the morning show with the competition. So join us for that. Bruno Casanova. Ciao, Bruno. From Lugano, fantastic. Join us for that one. But listen here, we're going to have so much rugby, so much sport. The Olympics are on. Join Vicky is live at the moment with the ice hockey Canada against Finland there, semi-finals. I'll be later on there with the Olympics, short track 5,000 meter men relay team and the women's 1,500 meter short track as well. That is about, starts at 9:30 this evening. So join us for that one. That's it. I'm out of here. Guys, going to have some pizza. So, ciao, ciao.